Hi, I'm Nick Powell, City Hall Bureau Chief with City and State. We're here on location at the Latino Commission on AIDS in New York City, and joining me today is Guillermo Chacon, the president of the Latino Commission on AIDS, Jackie Paragian with the Ultimate Fighting champions, and Dennis Bermudez, who's a UFC featherweight fighter. Thank you all for joining us today. So we're here to talk about the Protect Yourself campaign, which is a partnership between the LGBT community and UFC. Can you tell me a little bit about the campaign and what you hope to accomplish, Guillermo?
I think this partnership among many organizations that are committed working for HIV and AIDS welcome with open arms UFC to join us, to raise awareness, especially to promote testing. I think it's crucial for us to raise not only and put the message about the testing is so important, but also to raise awareness, especially to the young population that UFC and Dennis, and the organization have been reaching, in unbelievable numbers. We're very, very happy about that.
And Jackie, why was it important for UFC to get involved in this particular campaign? How did this partnership come about?
Sure. In talking to Guillermo and the community at large, one of the issues that's facing the community right now is lack of awareness among the young people. The under 30 age group is significantly underrepresented in that, and the UFC obviously has its widest audience in that range. So the ability to leverage our athletes, star power, and our media to get behind this important message was a great partnership for us.
And Dennis, from your perspective as a fighter, why is HIV personally important? HIV awareness personally important to you, and what do you hope to personally accomplish in getting involved with this campaign?
I mean, it's just been a while, for me, since there have been even commercials about HIV awareness and stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight an opponent who had HIV, so I mean, why should my partner that I'm sexually active with, not be safe and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. And I see that this quote on the billboard says that you've before all your fights you've taken an HIV test. Is that?
This is correct, yeah.
Interesting. So, Jackie, I'm curious. Obviously, MMA legalization has been an ongoing battle up in Albany. Where does that fight stand right now? I mean, do you have any hopes that before the end of the session up in Albany that we might see legalization statewide?
Absolutely. We're in the same position we have been over the last 4 or 5 years. The state Senate has overwhelmingly passed it, and we're waiting for the Assembly to take the vote to the floor.
And Dennis, I understand, are a native New Yorker, right? So how important is it to you to get MMA to have a kind of a hometown fight at some point in the near future, hopefully?
It's pretty huge, just because I did fight in Pennsylvania for a while and I was living in Pennsylvania, and to have a home crowd advantage, if you will, it's just a great feeling when you win, stuff like that. So I'd like to have that for my family and friends here in New York, where I'm from and was born and raised. So that'd be pretty amazing if we get that going. Sure.
Now, Jackie and Guillermo, I'm curious because MMA has a reputation, whether unfounded or not, of being not necessarily an LGBT-friendly sport. Is this partnership kind of, I guess, part of the campaign to maybe debunk that notion?
I will say my reaction will be, for sure, I think it's important for any entity, that is committed for the bringing such a sport that is, raise so many individuals that are super fan of the UFC championships. I truly believe that will connect with a wider audience that sometimes people we don't think that will reach. And I truly believe that LGBT, but also people in general, 1.1 million individuals in the United States are living with HIV, and I truly believe that this message will resonate not only as their commitment for the bringing a great sport that excites so many people, but also to bring a message of public health that is really needed.
Jackie, any comment?
Yeah, no, thank you. I think it's a perception, but not the reality. We celebrate our gay athletes. As you know, our first headline fight with women bantamweights in the UFC had a gay fighter that we celebrated, just like any other fighter. So we're proud, and this is just another way of showing our support for the community.
Guillermo Chacon with the Latino Commission on AIDS, Jackie Paragian with UFC, and Dennis Bermudez, a UFC fighter. Thank you for joining us today on City and State TV.
Thank you.